Yeah, and it's quite interesting how none of them have scouted each other at 9. So it's a bit of a late scout since it's a full plant map. I would personally scout earlier than this, just to, so I can get a clear position on where he is, so I can adjust my timings on when he's going to attack or when the earliest time he can push.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So Stryffe, no gas geysers yet.
Yeah, that is rather interesting observation. I think he may be going for the Spanish kind of low.
Cheerios coming down with the bunker. Oh, he's pulling off all these drones. He does not want that to be there. Yeah, so you were saying with the Spanish build, no gas until...
Basically, the Spanish build is no gas until 44 supply. So this is what Stryffe may be opting for. And yeah, the bunker was totally fail. I don't understand why he would make a bunker at the natural if it's like this, it's such a long distance for the Marine to walk.
Yeah, true.
So we do see here a factory and a reactor going down from the barracks. I thought I was gonna go for Hellions at first.
Okay. There's 10 Zerglings going down for Stryffe, so he might be doing some early pressure, maybe. Yeah. Trying to block his expansion, maybe.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I think those Zerglings could have been drones, because pretty much Cheerios is not going to push out anytime soon. It may be a while before he hits that timing.
True, because he just wasted 100 minerals, but if I were to respond to that, I would have made 2 sets of Zerglings because, that's because he was willing to lose 100 minerals for bunker, and, I would turn those 100 minerals into Zerglings. So, it's just a little, fair trade for resources.
And interesting, he's,
Let's see.
switched to Hellions.
Okay, but that might be his downfall because Stryffe did opt for a Roach Warren, and he's getting his Leaper chamber, so he might be going for some upgrades. And for his Spanish build, yeah, I think he should be taking his gas geysers pretty soon.
Yeah, it is 43 supply out of 44, so I'm not sure if I agree with getting the Evil chambers so late, because he doesn't have the other 3 gases down, so he's gonna have to either pick speed first or weapons first.
That's true. That is true. Oh, he does have his 2 queens. Oh no, what is he doing? Oh yeah, 3 queens out. Okay. Oh. Creep sped so far has been decent. A scan going down, but I'm not sure what it's trying to scan. I think he should have fetched a little bit better, but that's no matter.
Yeah, I think he's trying to
he's Helens in his base. Oh, micro them! Micro them!
So yeah, the Hellions are not doing that much.
Micro! Oh, they should be, because he's got 4 Hellions in his base! Oh my god.
If he can hit a right angle where the drones are going, he could take out a lot of drones.
Oh, bad luck, Cheerios. Oh, this is just a free overlord on the right.
Yeah, and the thing is that Stryffe hasn't been joining up that much. He only has 30 drones, 2 Cheerios, 28 workers.
Yeah, true. And Cheerios going for the 4x play now. So it's 3x that he did last night, he's gone 4x. Stryffe carelessly using that overlord, but he is a supply cap now. So yeah. Cheerios getting a siege up. Here's a tank over there. Stryffe opting for a gold expansion. Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that Cheerios hasn't took his natural yet. I think he's afraid of aggression from the Zerg player, but more than likely the Zerg player right now, he's just joining up, and this is the thing that you do not want to do against a Zerg player, especially, is let them join up and have this kind of passive macro game.
Well, yeah, exactly, but if I don't play turn, but I would have just thrown down maybe one bunker on the high ground, or maybe on the low ground, and just support yourself with the siege, which is just finished. So that's, yeah. And he is lifting up his Mesena, he's taking his natural, and Stryffe has already taken his third. So it is 3 base versus 2 base.
Yeah, and Stryffe is double expanding, so this is a bit risky by him if Cheerios does find this out. Another thing is that if Cheerios could, no, never mind, I was gonna tell him if he pushes out right now, he would be able to do some damage. But Stryffe is one of these kind of players that makes a lot of army units and then joins up afterwards. But sometimes they could hurt him late game if he doesn't join up enough. And interesting enough, he's going. Our Terra player Cheerios is going for Cloak Banshees.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But okay, yeah, just so Stryffe has no idea that he has a starport up. I think he should maybe suicide an overlord over there. He does have the speed for the overlords. He could just suicide one in just to check what's going on. But he does have pretty decent creep spread. I mean, that's pretty good for that level of play. He is getting his second Evo chamber.
Yeah, the cube is magnificently there. I can't say it, but it's amazing how the way it's spread. And the thing is that you want to take note is that if you look at the vision of Stryffe, he sees almost everything. Whereas if you take the vision of Cheerios, he's playing in the dark right now. He has no clue what the Zerg is doing right now. He doesn't know if he's going Brewlers or anything like that.
Oh, his Banshees are moving out. He might be able to do some damage. Stryffe, however, should have opted maybe for some God, what is it called again? Oh, Spore Crawlers. My bad. Because if you look at it, yeah, because what Stryffe has seen so far has only been Marines and tanks, and well, assuming that obviously that our term player Cheerios has already taken his natural, he shouldn't be using that much gas. Like, that's what you would assume. So he could be going for anything, like Banshees or anything more gassy. He could be going Thors or something. So, maybe a bit of Spore Crawlers would have done some, decent countermeasures to it.
Yeah, and these Banshees are
great micro transfusing.
These Banshees are doing a lot of damage to that gold expansion. And I do like this that he borrowed his drones from the Banshees.
Yeah. That was great.
I do not agree with this push.
He does have 4 quints. Oh, his units are moving out. Cheerios are moving out. 4 tanks sieged up right next to each other. I'm not sure if that's a great idea, because if it was Banelings or anything, that would have just sniped them. So if I were him, I'd unsiege and spread out his tanks a little bit more. But yeah, he is taking his third. He's saturating it with mules.
Yeah, and his third is so off position. It's like not even it's not even close. So he's definitely gonna be losing some mule time there.
Yeah.
Another thing is that I like the point where you pointed out where the siege tanks have to be spread out. The reason for that is it's much harder for a Zerg to push out against spread out tanks than it is to face against like already smashed up tanks and stuff.
True, because then you'd be because then the Zerglings and stuff will get sniped. Oh, plenty of Banelings, but I do not think they have the upgrade for this speed. Let me see where the baneling nest is. Oh, it does. Oh, it's researching it right now. Okay. So, oh, some bird infestors. This might get ugly.
Oh, it definitely will. If you can get like 2 fungal goals on that group of marines, that's gonna be the game. And they're, oh my god, they're engaging right now.
Oh no, he unbarred. Oh, that was good.
Oh
wow. Cheerios will be able to hold this off. Oh my god.
Dude, I honestly thought that Cheerios was gonna lose that battle.
Yeah, I know, because of the superior numbers that Stryffe had. If he split up his banelings around the other side, the north side up a bit, he might have sandwiched them. But yeah, wow, pretty decent positioning by Cheerios with his tanks, and I think it was pretty decent micro by with his marines. So it was a great job by Cheerios. Good play.
Yeah, and the one thing that Stryffe is going for is he has a better econ than the Terran player, because the Terran player's not even mining off the 3rd base, and it's not even in the correct position, so that pretty much hurt him late game. And then these medevacts are awfully late. I mean, you should be, as a Terran player, because I play Terran, you should be constantly harassing the drone line at each mining base to keep the Zerg at his feet and stuff like that.
True. I'm not so sure about the positioning of his wall crawlers. I mean, I would personally put it in the mineral line, because if he were to attack, he does have 2 spore crawlers at his expansion, but if you can only opt for 1 spore crawler, I would personally put it in the mineral line, because it covers a bit more vision, and it would protect your workers a lot better.
Yeah, and you have interesting tech switch. Stryffe tech switch to a Mutalisk instead of going Lurches.
Yeah, but mutiling baneling is optimal is an opt play for marines and tanks, because marines will just get easily demolished by we just missed an engagement in there. Yeah. They would get demolished by the Zerglings and banelings, while the mutas can just pick off the tanks. So yeah.
Yeah, and he has 5 siege tanks that are not siege, and this is gonna hurt him in the main battle right now.
Oh, this is a bit of a risky engagement. Oh no, can he get the tanks up top? Oh, very risky.
And he's gonna,
oh, great micro there by Cheerios.
And I think
he's moving up with his queens. Oh, that's gonna hurt him. That is gonna hurt him.
And again, surprisingly, Cheerios was able to hold that off. I mean, honestly, it looked like the Zerg had superior numbers over Cheerios, and somehow with, great tank positioning and good micro from his being able to keep his marines alive, he was able to win that battle.
Yeah. He is now taking his gold expansion. He hasn't even tried working out with his, his expansion at the bottom right. Oh no, he is trying it now. But I think the positioning of the command center is a bit funky.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what he's doing. And he's rallied to his gold, but he has 2 shuttleable rocks blocking the way. So I have no idea what he's doing.
I think it's just, I think he's just nervous, that's all, because usually he doesn't make these kind of mistakes, but when I play with him, I do practice games with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't make those kind of mistakes. And interesting enough that he's pulling back to those mutas harass. He should have turrets being prepared for any mutas in the first place. And another thing is that when he destroyed the Zerg army, I think that's when Cheerios should have pushed it to gold in order to stop it from mining, because Stryffe is only on 3 bases.
Yeah. Actually kind of curious as why he hasn't hotkeyed his 2 banshees up top. I mean, he could still use those to harass. Like the gold expansion, the spore crawlers aren't placed like the best, but there is a small degree, like small area where you can actually harass those workers. You could get the workers that are mining on gas. That would cut down on his baneling count. Maybe he excuse me, his ultralisk count as well.